Captain Marcus Chun had been stranded on Viridian 7 for 3 days when he stumbled upon the palace. The crystalline structure rose from the rust-colored sands like a monument to impossible engineering, its walls humming with a frequency that made his teeth ache. His water rations had run dry 12 hours ago. The fountain sat in the courtyard, its waters impossibly clear and cool despite the planet's scorching atmosphere. Marcus approached it cautiously, his hand hovering over the liquid. Everything in his training screamed danger, but 3 days of nothing but sand and desperation won out. He cupped his hands and drank deeply. The water was perfection, refreshing, pure, almost alive on his tongue. He drank again, until his thirst finally subsided. Only then did he notice the silence. The palace's perpetual hum had stopped. "You have no idea what you just became," a voice said. Marcus spun around. A figure materialized from the crystalline walls themselves. Humanoid, but wrong, its edges blurred like a photograph of something moving too fast. The being's skin shimmered with bioluminescent patterns that pulsed in rhythmic waves. "What are you talking about?" Marcus demanded, backing away. "It was just water. Just water." The being laughed, a sound like wind chimes in an earthquake. "That was Ascension Protocol. Liquid consciousness. For 3,000 years, we've been using it to elevate our species beyond the physical. And you," the being gestured at him with something that might have been a hand, "you just consumed an entire generation's worth." Marcus felt nothing different. His heart still beat normally. His muscles still ached from the crash landing. "I'm fine. I feel normal." "Of course you do. Your human neurology is too primitive to process the integration immediately. But it's happening, Captain. Right now, at the molecular level." The being stepped closer, and Marcus could see now that it wasn't moving. Reality was shifting around it. "Your DNA is rewriting itself. Your consciousness is expanding into quantum matrices. Your species has never experienced anything like this. Reverse it. Now." Marcus's hand moved to the plasma pistol at his hip, though he knew how futile that was. "We can't. The protocol bonds permanently with organic matter. In 48 hours, you'll be able to access any information humanity has ever recorded, if you could reach a data source. In 72 hours, your cognitive speed will increase by a factor of 10,000. In a week," the being paused. "In a week, you'll perceive time the way we do. Linear existence will feel like standing still." Marcus sank to the fountain's edge. He thought of the Viridian 7 colony, of the mining equipment he'd been inspecting when the sabotage occurred. He thought of Earth, of Mars Station, of humanity's desperate reach into the stars. "Why tell me this? Why not just let it happen?" "Because," the being said, and for the first time, its voice carried something like reverence, "we've been waiting for this. Our species has reached a plateau, elevated consciousness with no one to lead us forward. Your people, though, humans are different. You're adaptive, stubborn, wildly creative. You're built for growth." The being's edges became sharper, more defined. "The protocol will transform you individually, yes. But more importantly, when you return to your kind with this consciousness, with these capabilities, you'll change everything. You'll elevate humanity itself. And if I don't return, then you'll spend eternity as the first human to transcend your limitations, alone among the stars. We've calculated this probability. You're too determined to let that happen." The being began to dissolve back into the crystalline walls. "Welcome to what comes next, Captain Chun. Humanity's golden age is about to begin." Marcus looked down at his hands. They were beginning to glow, faintly, with soft bioluminescence. He could feel it now, the vast opening of his mind, like doors unlocking on rooms he didn't know existed. 48 hours until rescue arrived. 48 hours until humanity learned what they'd been capable of all along. He smiled despite himself. "Then I suppose we'd better get started."